What's going on? Welcome back to my channel, and today we're gonna do another Lego and Yap. But today's topic is going to be books I'm afraid to read. And you're like, Johnny, why would you be afraid to read a book? Because I'm a very scary person. What do you mean? I'm a very scary person. These are botanical happy plants. They're cute. I actually got these in January, and as you can see, we're in June and I still have them. 2 books, one for the blue planter, one for the yellow planter. Beautiful. And if you are new here, if you didn't watch my previous Lego and Yap, when I do my Legos, I like to, in the bigger pieces, I like to use the Lego app because I get to swirl around the pieces to see what's connected or whatever. But when I have these smaller ones, I just use the books. But I also use the app to add my Lego sets to it because you get points, and it's a great way to keep track of what sets you've completed. And then it'll pop up, and then I'll just put start building, even I'm not going to use it, and at the end I'll just swipe through it really quick so I can get my points, and so that my Lego set can be logged. With 4 bags, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I forgot my container again. So usually when I empty my bags, I like to use a container to separate my pieces, also because it will have loose pieces in between because they like to send extra pieces, and I just like to keep things situated. Let's start with bag 1, and the first book we're going to talk about that Delaney is afraid to read is Allegedly by Tiffany D. Jackson. And there is a post on my Instagram where I posted these books already, but I just feel like I need to verbalize it, even though there isn't that much to say why I'm afraid to read it, because if you read those books, then you should be like, I understand. So what we're building is the yellow one, and it's called a Dracana, which is also known as the dragon tree. Another thing I like about it is that they tell you about the bills, especially like the bigger bills. You can't see it here, but I did do the Goonies ship, and the booklet told you about the movie, about the creator behind the bills, and I just love learning facts, especially random facts. The dragon tree. Okay, so let's do that. Yeah, allegedly. Tiffany D. Jackson is just that type of author that scars you. Her books sit with you. And my best friend has told me about Allegedly multiple times. You need to read it. You need to read it. I'm going to read it when I am ready. And right now, with all of these books, they all share one thing in common. I just don't feel like going through the emotional damage of them. No, I don't. I am in a really good place right now. Flip it. And I just don't feel like being emotionally damaged right now. I want happiness. So we're going to continue reading some happiness. And maybe at some point in time before the year end, we'll tackle a few. 1, 2, none. Who knows? We just go where the wind blows. So Allegedly is on there. And also, if you read Tiffany Jackson, 9 times out of 10, the story is based on something. And when it comes to Allegedly, I was at her Blood in the Water tour last summer. And she spoke about how she actually interviewed the girls in a McDonald's for that book. Miss, I don't know. I'ma just wait a little bit more time before I read that. Yeah, I could wait. I'm in no rush. That book has been on my shelf for about 2 years now. I'm in no rush. which then leads me to Moth to a Flame by Ashley Antoinette. I have heard nothing but emotional, scarring commentary when it comes to that book. And I just want to say, like, you know, when I recommend a book and I want people to read the book, maybe you shouldn't, like, you know, tell them how emotionally scarring that book is if you want them to read it. Because I don't know about anybody else, but if you telling me a book is so emotionally scarring, it's gonna make me continuously put it on the back burner. I was supposed to add a piece here before I added these. Put it on the back burner because you. And I've heard that, like, I've heard it's so good. And then also I think it starts off a series or something like that. And I just, like, right now, I don't really want to be stuck in Ashley Antoinette's catalog. I have not read anything by her as yet. But I don't want to be stuck there because there's so many other books that I want to read. And I just don't want to start something and get stuck then. And yeah. And I'm also trying to clear my backlog of arcs. I think I have about 2 or 3 left. Thank the Lord. And then I'm done with arcs for a little while. Just for a minute. But if I am already on your arc team, don't worry about it. We locked in. Once you send me the arc, we locked in. But me personally, signing up for arcs, e-arcs, I'll still do the advanced listeners arc, you know, the audiobook arcs. I'm gonna do those. That's fine. But e-arcs, I want to read what I want to really read, which is a really backlog of stuff. So I'm gonna just take a break on those for a minute. Yeah, so Moth to a Flame, I just don't want to get swept up into that series, and I just don't really don't want to be emotionally damaged when it comes to that book. Oh, I already had the full. Okay. Again, all these books share one thing in common: the emotional damage that comes with it. And I've seen people talk about this series a lot, and they talk about how good it is. And I don't remember if I've read anything as yet from the author, but this is on my list because of how people talk so good about it. And then I also saw about how emotionally damaging it can be, and that is the Parachute series by Takira Allen. I really don't remember if I read anything by her as yet. And yes, I would love to read the series. Again, I just feel like I'm in a good place right now. And I just don't need an emotional taxing book. I don't know how emotionally taxing it is. But I'm gonna wait a little bit. Before summer end, I might read something off of this. Which leads me to my next book, which is Yellow Wife by Sadiqa Johnson. I saw her on her Keepers of the Lost Children's book tour. And I said, yeah, I didn't read Yellow Wife. It has been recommended to me. I've had it for a moment, but people have talked about the crying. The book makes them cry, and I don't feel like crying. And I told her that. But now she's coming to Petersburg Book Festival. I'm like, I think that's my sign to read the book. So when I see her, not that she's going to remember me, I could be like, I did it. I read the book. And now I need to sign the book because of the emotional turmoil it put me through. That makes sense, right? No? I thought it makes sense to me. I don't know. That's just my way of seeing it. I don't know. Have you read any of these books that I mentioned? If you have, like, let me know in the comments. What's on a scale of 1 to 10? What is the emotional, like, what do you think the emotional damage is when it comes to those books that I've mentioned so far? You can be honest with me. It's okay. I won't say that, you know, I won't push it farther in my backlog because I do stuff like that. But yeah, just comment down below what your thoughts are on those books, like on a scale of 1 to 10. emotionally damaging do you think they were? Like, how long have you taken to get over the book after you read it? Because back again to Tiffany D. Jackson, Monday's Not Coming was one of those books that will sit with you forever. And when I finished reading it, I sat in silence because I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that is what I read. Oh, okay. And this goes to which side? Does it matter which side? I don't know. Okay, so this is the back of the planter. This is basically like the body of it right now. And then this is the back of it. So we're going to attach it. I think both sides is the same because I was like, which side am I supposed to put this? We attach it. Here is my planter. Oops. No balance. Let's put it down. Yeah. The next one is the Reformatory. I cannot pronounce her first name. I don't want to butcher it up. So I'll just put the book of it. The Reformatory. I'm a very scary person. People say that book is very scary. That's all you have to tell me. But it says it's really good. So yeah, I want to read it. But I'm a very scary person. So I don't know. Like, I don't do scary movies. So, you know, thrillers and shit, that's really not my, that's not my niche. That's not my preferred reading stuff. So I don't know, but I want to read it. So one day I will get over my fear. And that's the thing, you know, the thing is, it's not that I'm not going to read it. It's when am I going to read it? That's the question you should be asking yourself. But that's also an answer I don't have for you. I don't have it. Is this on the bottom like this and then like this? Okay. It's a face. We've added the face. And then we have to add another one here. Oh, wait. I missed something. What's this? I'm gonna add this. There we go. And then we're gonna flip it. And they want me to add this to the middle. This to the side. And all of you who have read these books, I applaud you. Because I think about Monday's Not Coming once a month. Every time I cross my shelf and I see it, I'm like, damn, she really wrote the fuck out of that book. She did. She did her big one when it came to that book. You have to give it to Tiffany D. Jackson. She did. Now we add, the face to the planter. Bag 1 complete. Now we're gonna move on to bag 2. This next book is called Perfect Peace by Danielle Black. To be honest, I don't even remember what the book is about, because if you know me by now, you know I don't read the back of books. And I honestly do not remember what the book is about. But people said it was good. But people said it did, like, kind of mess them up for a little bit. So we could wait. I have no problem with waiting. Books don't expire. I'm going to read it. I don't know when. But I'm going to read it. Just don't ask me when. And then this and this goes into this. So I think we're building, like, the plant that goes into this. I think that's what it's looking like right now. If you build Legos, comment down below what has been your favorite Lego set to build thus far. Honestly, I did that backwards, didn't I? I did. My favorite set thus far to build was the Goonies ship. I love the Goonies. It is my favoriteest movie of all times. And when I saw Which one is it going to? Is it going to the one on the bottom? Tell me 4. I don't know if it goes to the one on top. I think I'm going to the one on the bottom. Am I doing it right? I think so. Okay. It's my favorite movie of all time, and I have the DVD. And it's actually, I bought the DVD twice, because the first time when I had to relocate up here, my DVD was scratched and I couldn't watch the movie anymore. And then I found the movie randomly, like one day in Walmart, and from there we've been locked in. I put this one on. Oops. Put it on backwards. Okay. Apparently I did that wrong. There we go. There we go. And then we add this. Like this. This. Like this. And then this like this, and this goes in this, and we have the plant. And then the plant, oopsie, goes like this. Ah, look at it! It's so cute. That's book 1. Book 2 is gonna be this one, which is a blue. So let's go to bag 3. This is called a pilea. It's called the friendship plant. So let's put this on the side so I don't break it. I have some extra pieces here, and I also put this on the side so it's not mixed up. And honestly speaking, that's it. I didn't expect to talk through those books so quickly, but those are really the books to the forefront of my mind that I'm afraid to read. I wouldn't be surprised if there are more books, but those are books that I also think of often, and I feel like they appear on my timeline so often that that's also why I can't forget them. So I guess they're making a lasting impression on you all, and I love that for you. One day I will get the courage to read them. Until then, no. So while I continue this, I'm gonna just stop yapping for a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna just skip, and then I'll show you guys what I end up building, the finished product. See you at the end. Okay, I'm finished, and here is the last happy plant. So here is my happy plants botanical build. Aren't they cute? This is actually a very quick and cutesy build, so can't wait to figure out where I'm gonna put these on my shelf whenever I finish putting back these books. Until next time, remember, books don't expire. Buy the book, you can read it anyways. Check out you.